I'm sure you listened to that introduction. What's your problem with Peter Obi's academic records as indicated in that introduction? We all know that Mr. Peter Obi attended University of Nigeria, Nsukka, right? We also know that he has multiple qualifications. If I may throw it in, he was my classmate at the Said Business School at the University of Oxford. So he has classmates who can stand up and say, I sat in the same class with Peter Obi. I can at least attest to that. Okay? And then you say in the, as the introduction indicated, that even the APC candidates' academic records are more straightforward. What is straightforward? Chicago State University or Government College Ibadan? If you may just educate us.
Well, thank you for the question. Well, I made that statement in response to criticism from the Labour Party against the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress. And I said, if you look at all the presidential candidates, the least educationally qualified, the most educationally backward, if you like, is the Labour Party candidate.
Look at Reno, even defending Tinubu his certificate. So what that means is, as Tinubu is, as APC is, upon their bad governance, Reno Omokri is ready to even defend them in going against Peter Obi. This is laughable. This is sad. You see, some of these people that go with the title doctor, professor, we begin to wonder the kind of school they went to. When you listen to these people, maybe the way they make arguments, you begin to think, is school worth it? Is school worth it? And you hear some people that didn't go to school, when they make sound argument, you begin to think, who is the one that has gone to school out of these two groups? The ones that went to school that have doctorate, some becoming professors, and some that didn't even go to university. But when you hear some of those people that didn't go to university make sound argument, you want to say these are the ones that went to school. Meanwhile, the so-called doctors or even professors are the ones that didn't go to the four walls of the school. This sometimes just makes me feel that this education is, in a way, it's like it's a scam. Going to the four walls of school is just a scam in a way. I'm not saying totally it is, but when you see these people engage in arguments, you want to say, which school did they attend?
All right, Reno, please, I'd like to get some clarification. You said you went to Chicago yourself. I will ask you, what Chicago did you go to? Is it the same Chicago to get Tinubu's record? Is it the same Chicago that now there's a case in court filed about the deposition that, a lawyer subpoenaed the school he went to, and they said they don't have any of those records. The records is submitted to INEC, the EC9 form, and there were even discrepancies on the date of birth of the person. So what record did you say you got of Tinubu from Chicago? Because there's already a case in court filed by Mark Enaro Ibe or something, one of the lawyers, and they were saying there were discrepancies as regards what was even submitted. So what Chicago did you go to? I'd like to know. And they confirmed to you as regards the veracity of that? And did they give you any document you can show to that effect?
Well, Rufai, you've got your facts wrong. The subpoena that was subpoenaed was not for Chicago State University. It was a subpoena that was sent to Deloitte. And then also there's been some document floating around in the internet about a college, something, I think it was South College or something like that. I'm not talking about that college, and for a fact, I know for a fact that Tinubu did not even go to that college, and Tinubu did not say that he went to that college. I know the college that he said he went to. He went to Richard Daley Junior College. However, I'm talking about Chicago State University. There's no subpoena from any lawyer to Chicago State University. I went there physically. I mean, I sent a photo of this to Arise TV. I think this was about a week ago when I was interviewed in London. I did a video while I was there. The Chicago State University Records Office actually released a signed statement, a notarized signed statement. It's public knowledge. It's out there. It's been carried by the paper. Look, like I've told you before, I went there. I'm not somebody just sitting down on the internet or somebody just relying on third parties. I went there. I physically went there. The fact that I went there is a fact.
Okay, Reno, please, I'm sorry, I have a follow-up. If you're finished, I have a follow-up to what you just said just now. So I just wanted to tell you in advance. So when you're done, just let me know. So I'll follow up on that, please. Okay, are you done? Let me just quickly give the follow-up. So Reno,
that's the thing. Rufai, you need to be able to control yourself so that when someone is talking, you allow them, because that's how this is going to work. I talk, you listen, and then you listen, I talk. I mean, there's going to be enough time for you to say you have a follow-up question when I finish talking.
But Reno, I thought you had finished, and that's why I even give you the.
But I was still talking.
Hang on a minute, Reno.
When you interjected, and you have history of doing that. Anyway, now let's
Reno,
go.
Please finish your thoughts, and I come with my rebuttal, please. Just finish your thought. Go ahead.
No, you've interrupted my thought process.
Okay, so let me follow up on the rebuttal, Reno. I mean, and that's why I had the courtesy to be able to tell you that when you finish, because you paused for a bit, and that's why I interjected. So I will not just interrupt your thoughts. And all this game you try to play to blackmail me and say all sorts, that's how I behave. It's your game. I'm not drawn into that. I'm just a journalist and I do my job. And that's just to you, Reno, just to set you straight on that. This is the rebuttal I wanted to give. The court paper said that Tinubu presented a forged Chicago State certificate to INEC with the intent that may be acted upon as genuine. This is a new court case, and you can go and check the, the records of this. This is a new court case that was just filed as of the 16th of November 2022. So I was correct as regards to filing in court. That was just the rebuttal I wanted to give you, Reno.
Now, you, for the sake of Peter Obi, you said you went to Chicago State University, and they confirmed to you that Tinubu really went there. And you have the documents and all that. You are asked about the documents. He said, oh, well, you didn't know you would have brought them. But aside from even bringing those documents to the interview, you were not convincing. You were first of all saying that there is nothing like being subpoenaed for the certificate or for the documents from Chicago State University until Rufai told you and read to you what is on ground.
Reno, I put it to you again, and I would like to give you an open challenge about your visit to Chicago, and Chicago told you that they had all the records. I would challenge you openly on that, and this is why I would challenge you. At first, you said that the subpoenas were for Deloitte, were not for Chicago University. Reno, you were wrong. In the court papers, in case you don't have access to it, the court papers by Enahoro Eba that was filed recently, he told his colleague, Mr. Matthew J. Qualls, a Chicago-based lawyer, who issued an attorney subpoena on his behalf against Chicago State University, in case number 22L007289 on the 12th of August. Kwa had in his subpoena directed the school to mail all the documents and records in possession that pertains to Tinubu and his educational qualifications. And it is based on that. In the suit, Enahoro told the court that copies from Chicago State academic record undergraduate and were later sent to him, which were attached to him as a court exhibit. And it contradicts the material provided by Tinubu in EC9 forms submitted to INEC. So that's also prove you wrong. In case you do not know, Reno, there was actually a subpoena to Chicago based on the deposition of this legal paper. You can go and read the Vanguard of the 16th of November for that. It's not only the Deloitte that was subpoenaed, it was subpoenaed for Chicago, and this is based on that. That's why I challenge, what did Chicago University tell you, Reno, when you went there? Who did you meet? Who did you talk to? What papers did they give you?
Reno Omokri, Are you really desperate? Is it money you're looking for? Are you really desperate for money? You are outside the country, Nigeria. Could you have really been so desperate? I don't know. If you have debts to pay, or if you're in a financial difficulty, you don't need to drag yourself this low. I don't know what is the problem with you. I don't know why you're so desperate to pull down Obi when there is nothing for you to hang on him. Nothing. You're saying, oh, Obi is the least qualified. As if Obi didn't go to primary school, the way you vehemently talk about it. Reno, I think your master class about trying to teach people how to make money, just stick to that, because even that class you're teaching, listen to this, your judgment and all that, somehow rubbishes those master class you're even teaching people, because people begin to think someone that can reason this way, someone whose sense of judgment is this way, how am I not sure that even those master classes about finances and other things are even wrong in the first place? You're just rubbishing yourself and rubbishing the things you've been doing, Just take out the hatred, your hatred from Obi, take it out, purge it out of your mind, just purge it. And try as much as possible to make sound argument, Reno Omokri. Well, I just said I should put that there, So please, viewers, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel. Share my videos, like them, and comment on them.